Good morning. This is Jovine from Behind the Markets. Happy Thursday. Today is Thursday, March 13th. Wow, what a big webinar we had yesterday. It was the biggest webinar, most well-attended webinar in our company's history. So thank you for that. It's amazing to me how much our viewers and readers understand and subscribers understand how important it is to execute for us, for America, really, to build out this Iron Dome missile defense shield to give us a strategic advantage over China. And this really talks about, we really harken back, where did this all come from? Originally come from Reagan's SDI, but really when Trump took office recently, he signed Executive Order 11186, which instructed Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth to give him an implementation plan on his desk by March 28th, which says how we're going to build this out. And this is very important stuff because, again, in all these war game scenarios with China, these missiles really come and they hit our homeland. We've really got to be able to protect our homeland. I mean, is there any other point more important for a government to do than to protect its citizens? No, that's number one. This seems to have to happen. It's going to cost us $2.5 trillion over the next 10 years. And there are a lot of defense contractors that are going to really benefit from this. And that's why tons of members of Congress and Warren Buffett and Feinberg and all these other great investors who understand this sector have been loading in. And heck, this market, the market sell-off has even given us opportunities to buy some of these or recommend some of these at prices very close to, for example, what Buffett even paid for one of them. We're getting a really good opportunity to get in right now when the time is good. But one thing I haven't talked about publicly much is that we added an extra section to this bonus report. We made it a double bonus report for the first time in our company's history, because I couldn't release this to you without also including some companies, European companies, that are going to really benefit, that are already benefiting from NATO pushing all of its arms, from America pushing all of its arms from Europe to the Pacific theater. And so Europe has to spend more on its own defense. And Germany's already talking about it all across capitals in Europe. They are saying we've got to spend more on our own defense. They're getting budgeted for that. The stock markets of those countries have started to go up. The defense contractors of those countries have started to go up. And I could not bring this special report to you without including that. Then I would have to do a whole other webinar about the big opportunities in European defense contractors. We added a double special report for the very first time in our company's history, where we actually go out and show you the top European defense contractors that you want to be in on, that are really going to benefit from this increase in government defense spending across the continent. And it's really a great list. And these companies are doing great. It's a split screen. In America, you've had a stock market that's been going down. In Europe, you've had stock markets that have been going up. So these companies have done very well. Defense contractors alone, even in America, even with the stock market that's been selling off, they've been doing pretty well. Defense contractors have been doing pretty much a lot better than the market because they're really cheap. They have a lot of value. And everybody knows massive government funding is coming for things like the Iron Dome. So it just makes sense to own companies that are going to supply the materials for this Iron Dome. It's a no-brainer. The European defense contractors, they've been like basket cases for so long. And somebody said to me, what's so cool about this report, this double bonus report that you've included, is that you actually cover all these European ones, which everybody's been wondering, how do you play Europe's buildup in defense? Their buildup so for their own defense manufacturing base. And this is definitely the way to do that. So for those of you who have not seen, didn't join us, weren't able to join us on the webinar yesterday, check out the replay. I'm sure they've included a link somewhere in the email that came with this video. And really, you'll get an idea of the top defense contractors that we think in Europe are going to benefit from this. So remember, this is a double bonus report. First time we've ever done that before. A lot of value here, really, a lot of value here. We recommend some great companies, really great companies. And the stock market's decline has given us an opportunity to get them a lot cheaper. So anyway, that's all I have. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow.